Hello, I'm Louanne Keenan, and what I'm talking about today is something that happened from 1997, when I wondered how free is free, when I went to Tegucigalpa, Honduras, I didn't even know where that was, to do oral health for 1 week with 18 other health professionals. At the end of that, I decided, okay, we have to do this differently, and I've spent the last 20 years trying to learn that. So I have 5 principles here of successful student and faculty vacation voluntourism. Number 1, preparation. And I don't mean preparation H. You may have to take that with. You're a guest. You're a learner. You're there to serve. You are not a savior, so be humble. Do your homework. Read books that were written by people that are in the community. And don't act like you're in Vegas, because you're representing the University of Alberta, and what happens there doesn't stay there. Number 2, be a true partner. You're with your host community. They may be poor in resources, but they're rich in resiliency. Honor their wisdom. Listen. Don't dance to your own tunes. Define the project together and determine what they need for their culture, for their community, for their needs. Create sustainable projects and remind them that your students have to stay within their scope of practice. Number 3, sustainability. I think I did this in the wrong order. Maintaining continuity. Remember, there's a lack of regulation in volunteer activities, and that can be dangerous. If you're going into a community, don't just stay for a week. Make sure that you can have an extended amount of time there, because the people that are in the community are going to have to be retraining every volunteer that goes into there. Be realistic. Set goals that you can achieve until their completion. And please, buy locally. Don't use resources that they're only going to be able to sustain if they send back to Canada for the bits. So when you're constructing together, remember, work alongside of the people in the community. For me, it was dental professionals. So I had the local puller who was there on his bike with a pair of pliers, so we could teach him a few more tricks about how to do dentistry. We also had nursing students who came with us into the community to teach us about oral health. And also we had healers when we took a canoe way back in Nicaragua to the back country, because those are the people who are going to help their people. You come with health literacy, agricultural knowledge, engineering knowledge. That's the gift you give, but remember, if you're having a personal experience and a professional development, you should also be creating that for the people in their community. And finally, this is an abacus for anyone who is born before Fred Flintstone. Evaluate the process and outcomes with your hosts. This is a big deal, and this is not done frequently when volunteer organizations go into countries that have inequality from our resource-rich country. If you aren't measuring the impacts, there are political ramifications. You could be affecting the livelihood of the local providers. You could be benefiting the wrong people. You could be doing something redundant that's already been done before and perhaps wasn't even successful then. Work with other companies. Work with other NGOs. And finally, express your gratitude, because they've given you precious time, knowledge, and resources. You've had a privileged time in their host community. So at the very end, you should sing to the host community, "Thank you, thank you, thank God for you, the wind beneath my wings."